Today I'll show you how to make the real buldak dish, which is a chicken dish, not an instant noodle. This will be of course spicy but addictively delicious. Well, let's see if you can handle the real OG of spicy buldak, which later inspired the Samyang ramen version. Let's start with the buldak sauce. You need 2 tablespoons of gochujang and 3 tablespoons of finer gochugaru, the Korean chili powder. And so far, this isn't going to be that spicy until I add something else later. You'll see. Add 1 tablespoon of soy sauce and 3 tablespoons of mirin. This will add some sweetness and depth in the flavors. 1 tablespoon of oyster sauce for extra umami. 1 tablespoon of Korean rice syrup called oligo syrup. This will help thicken the sauce. A tablespoon of brown sugar and a tablespoon of sesame oil. Add 3 cloves of minced garlic. You want the garlic to be finely minced here, so I'm using a garlic press. Sprinkle a generous amount of black pepper. Now here's the real heat, the capsaicin extract. I put a link in the description if you're interested, but without this dish will not be a buldak dish. It will just be spicy chicken. Add 2 tablespoons of it and it will be plenty hot, like very hot. Now mix it around thoroughly and you're done with the sauce. Now here's the rest of the ingredients. A pound of chicken thigh, and a cup or a half cup of mozzarella cheese, half an onion, a red and a green jalapeno, and some green onion for garnish. Chop your onion in medium-sized chunks. And slice both of your jalapenos. Finally, chop your green onion and set it aside for now. Now slice your chicken thigh. I like to cut them in longer pieces. Here you can also use chicken breast instead, but I think thigh is better because they don't dry out as much. Now we have everything ready, let's get to cooking. Heat up your pan and add a tablespoon of oil. Add the chicken thigh and we want to basically cook them thoroughly before we add the sauce. A little bit of salt here, but not too much because the sauce will have plenty of sodium. Mix around to thoroughly cook the chicken. Add your onion. We want to fully cook these 2 ingredients on the pan before we add the sauce. Once they're almost cooked, add the jalapenos. We're adding these later in the process because they don't need to be cooked as much. Sprinkle some ginger powder or real ginger. Now add the buldak sauce to the pan. Make sure you thoroughly mix this around. And we're only going to cook this for about a minute because you don't want to burn the chili. The chili burned pretty easily and you basically want to cook it until all the sugar is dissolved. Wow, my whole kitchen is smelling pretty spicy right now. But at least I cooked this thing only for a minute. Now transfer it to a dish and try to use a heat-resistant dish. I'll show you why. Make sure you put every bit of that sauce on your plate. Now add some of the mozzarella cheese to your dish. You can either microwave it or bake it to melt the cheese, but I think I want to have some fun using a blowtorch. Using a blowtorch, not only I'm melting the cheese, but I'm also browning it a little bit too. By the way, children, don't try this at home. Now the finishing touch, the green onion, and you're done. The real and original buldak fire chicken. You said always if I stay in your head every day, always on my brain. Always fades away, and if we do the same always. Time to torture myself or enjoy myself. Maybe a little bit of both. This buldak chicken is equivalent to 2x buldak ramen, just to give you a point of reference on how spicy this is. Man, this takes me right back to one of those drunken nights in South Korea. If you enjoyed today's buldak recipe, please smash that like button. If you're new, please subscribe for more delicious recipes. Thanks for watching. Holding on, trying to let go is another song. Feels like if I did, I would do you wrong. I guess we are who we are till we're falling off.